Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big.
Check it. It's a unique hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, you know, my dear, walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. What I mean, all. On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line. But let me tell you, y'all always see us in the street and be like, man, how can we support the brand? We love what y'all doing. How can we be a part of it? This is how you can be a part of it. Under each and every video, including this one right here in our YouTube channel, right below in the description section, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and you will see all the exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else. It's over in our membership. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Man, listen, man, I got a guy here today, y'all, man. Y'all know how I am about the legends, bro. This right here, man, listen, every time. Hey, man, there's certain ones that I be just real excited about because I know already what they done for the culture, man. And this guy right here is my guy, man. Y'all have seen him, whether it was with NWA, it was all kind of stuff that he done. He's got documentaries. He's all over the place when it comes down to letting people know, you know, really his story now. And I'm so glad because he didn't do this to the end. He didn't do it up front early. He was running from us, but we got him now, man. The D.O.C. is in the building.
Hey.
Man, thank you for coming, man.
It's all love, Kinfolk.
Man, listen, man, every time I get so excited whenever I'm getting ready to interview certain people. I know now I've been doing this. We done did 4,000, almost 5,000 interviews.
Wow, that's dope.
In 3 years. And
wow.
But I get like, man, like I'm getting to do the D.O.C. I'm told about 4 people, right? 4 of the ones I wanted to know. I want to surprise them too, so I won't tell too many people. Let's get it.
So, because when I think about D.O.C., I think about Dallas, like you represent Dallas. But it hurt me to see when I hear some of these younger cats coming up who don't know the pioneers, because even like I posted, who was that I posted today? Oh, Mr. Servon, and he was talking about the pioneers of the South. And when you think about, like he said, when you think about Texas, you think about Jay Prince. You think about, when you think about, you know, New Orleans, you think about Master P, Birdman, and so forth. But he was even talking about Florida. When you think about Florida, you think about Luke. But a lot of people never give Luke his credit. Just like the younger people, a lot of younger people don't know who D.O.C. is. How do you feel about that when the younger kids are not doing their research, so to say?
Well, doesn't bother me. You know, it's a sign of the times, really. Now, there's a kid that called me, I say kid because I'm old. But there's a young man, his name is Hashi.
Okay.
Senjo, I think that's his name.
It's a Japanese name.
Yeah.
It sound that way.
But he's from Oak Cliff.
Oh, okay.
And he's got a movement where he's paying homage to the older guys through his music.
Wow.
And asked me if I would be in a video. And it feels like that music. You know what I mean? It's dirty, but it's not filthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's real and it's us, but it's life in it. It's not death in it. You know what I mean? And so anything that's on that level, I'm gonna support. And it's fun. It sounds like Pimp C could have been on the song with him or something. You know, it feels like some Southern stuff. And so I say that to say that some of the young folks
are doing right.
Yeah. And unless you know where you've been, you can't know where you're going.
Exactly. But I like that. I like the fact that somebody is doing that, because that's what's going to make all the other younger kids look at that, because that's who watches that, right? And they're going to learn, oh, he here? Oh, he was here before? Okay, let me go research. Because sometimes somebody have to say it in order for people to bring the awareness for these younger kids to say, okay, let me go do my research. You see what I mean? So, and the thing that I want to say, what I love about, because I be watching your social media. I'm the one always on Instagram watching everything. And one thing I love, I saw you posted a picture. It was you, your daughter, your wife, your kids, Erica. And I love the blended family. And one thing I've always said, why more families? I'm not just going to say black. Families can't do that and get along. Why is always this division? Whether it's, say, your example, not your family, but it'd be your wife don't want you to be around your exes and stuff like that. Why can't these families get along and create that?
Or how did you figure it out?
And right.
Hey, I'm old school, and so I ain't got time for the noise. You know, if y'all want to argue, do that shit over there. If I'm over here, we gonna be quiet and smile and do that. But I got lucky because Badu is she's a special breed, you know. And my wife is that same kind of woman. She's a Hawaiian woman, so they used to big old
Families.
luau type of shit, you know. And I just kicks it, you know.
So you never had to deal with any sort of drama or anything like that where that was concerned in the beginning or anything like that you had to iron out. Well, that's a blessing.
I got a baby named Puma, and I wouldn't give a damn what you got to say. I'm gonna be where Puma's at, and so that means I'm gonna be where Erica's at.
Love it.
You know. And I got these 2 boys by Shella, my new wife, and you're gonna be hard pressed to get me away from them boys, man. You know, I wouldn't give a damn, man. What's going on? I'm gonna be where they at. You know, I don't care who else is around or not around. And when you come around, we ain't gonna have no loud. Yeah, we gonna be quiet and smile.
I love it. That's one thing I always give my husband his props for, because when we married, he already had 2 kids before our kids came into play. And so, you know, you had the kids' mom and stuff like that. And people would always say to me before I got married, "Oh, you gonna do that? You gonna do?" You know how other people can get. And I'm like, I don't care about that. He handled his business. I never went through no drama. I didn't have those problems. He dealt with a lot of that. Or if we had to pick up the kids, carry them here, I spoke to the moms. Right now we have a great relationship. Never had any problems with any of them. So I don't see why it's so.
Yeah, the ratio of black man to black woman is just more women than men, you know. And so, you know, if it's a tough deal. But family is really important, and that's what a revolution is in the family.
But the ball is in the men's court. A lot of times I always say everything that happens in the family, it boils down to the man, because the man be a man and stand up, put his foot down, and not to say put us in a place, but sometimes you got to put a female in her place respectfully. As in, like, okay, I'm gonna let you feel secure. I'm not gonna have you feeling insecure. I'm gonna show you that there's nothing, you know, I have nothing to hide. I'm gonna take you here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna talk about this. Stuff like that, and not really move in a way that you're gonna have your female feel like, okay, second guessing you, so to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, this is grown folks conversation right here. You know, this is, you have to be of a certain age and mind state
to understand,
to have these conversations, because you know, the D and the P stuff, it is what it is. But life is so much more than that.
Yes.
You know, and you only get one of these, and so by the time you get where I'm at, you ain't got time for no BS, because you don't know how much time you're gonna get on this ball. So I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm trying to be a great father to my children, so that when I'm gone, and Puma just texts me, and sent me a picture with no makeup on. Her and her mother's in Brazil right now.
That's hard.
I just love your relationship, love y'all's relationship, because you be posting her all the time and the things that you say, and I'd be like, oh, I just love it.
Puma helped me out a lot in life by being just who she is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's Daddy's baby.
Who she get her personality from? More you or Mom? Who does she get her personality from?
I heard you.
It's probably
Who would you
mixed.
say?
I say she's a really good mix of both.
Okay.
You know, she's quiet like me. But don't get her started like me. You know, she's really talented like her mother. And bossy like her mother.
That's hard. That's hard.
But she went and got a little boyfriend, and the boyfriend acts just like me. He know how to be quiet.
So it might work.
Yeah, no, they've been together for a couple, 2-3 years.
Okay, that's good.
And so it makes me know I did, I did well, because she chose well.
But they always say females, especially if you have your dad in your life, females always end up choosing a man like their father. They always say that.
Hey, it's a lot to that. So the fathers need to be, you know what, that's a heavy statement you just made. You know what I mean? Think of all of these young guys out here with daughters. Think of what they doing around their daughters, what their daughters see, and how they act around their daughters. What their daughters gonna choose when it's time to choose.
Wow. And I always say that when some of them come on here and I say that, and their response is usually like, well, I tell them this at home and I'm teaching them this at home, but yeah, when you're going out here and you're doing all this stuff, you're not doing what you're telling them.
They don't listen to what you tell them. They're looking at what you're doing.
Exactly.
When you're a young child, you want to do what the old folks do. You don't listen to what the old folks say.
That's right.
When you was young, you listen to your grandmother and your uncles and your, hell no. You want to go where they was going and do what they was doing. So
that's real.
Same shit, different day. Excuse my mind.
Except from their social media now, so you can't really hide stuff, because these kids be hiding and be looking and seeing what you're doing. Back then, you didn't have no social media, so unless somebody came back and told a child what their parents doing, you'll never know.
Yeah, well.
No, I used to be nosy. I ain't gonna lie. You watch everything that's going on when you're young.
Oh, yeah.
You hear things, you see things.
They think you don't see.
You watching. You trying to figure it out. I'm trying to be just like something that they're doing. Exactly like you said. I think the main thing.
That's just a child.
Yeah, I think the main thing that I treasure in raising my kids is I just wanted them to see that me following God and doing the things. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to know God, and I wanted them to understand when they dealing with somebody how to look at those character traits, and they're gonna see it because I had to live it in front of them. And I think that's the whole game.
That's the
reading with them and hanging out with them and trying to show them, praying with them like me and my son do before he go to school sometime, and just saying, hey man, let's pray. You in there asleep, I'll stop him. He's 17, man. Let's pray for you. Drive up to that school, because you never know what's gonna happen.
See, that's what it's about.
I think that's what makes the difference, is living it right in front of them, working, getting up early in the morning before everybody do, checking the house to make sure everything's good, doing the things that a father should. I think that's the whole game.
Puma said that her and her mother, man, you know when they send you the little messages when you talking, and then it erases. I wish it was still on that. But she said, man, my mom was just talking about you last night, that you are what a man is supposed to be. Ain't that cool?
Well, that's hard. I like it.
In Brazil, I said, man, that sounds like so much fun y'all having over there.
Show you that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a man and as a father.
As a father.
Yeah.
Because they see what I'm doing with these boys over here.
Right.
Very attentive to these young men and trying to, be an example of what a man is supposed to be to a young man.
But did you have that example in your life?
I did not.
So where did you learn how to become a good father.
That you learn from trial and error. I wanted to give my boys what I did not have.
Right.
I always wanted a son. Then God gave me two.
Hey.
But when I was ready, He gave me girls first. Like, nigga, you ain't ready. But when I was ready, He gave me two. And I wanted that. I wanted them to have the experience that I didn't have with a father, because it makes a world of difference in, the man that you're going to become.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man, thank you so much, man. Like I said, just for being the guy that you are, being a stand-up father and doing the things that it takes, that's so important. And I think people don't give the guys enough credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times it's always talking about the no good men, and they don't hire. Me and who was that we was talking? And me and Ali Sadiq was talking about that. How they talk about how many kids Nick Cannon got, but they don't talk about how he take care of his kids. You see what I'm saying? That's heavy, because that's what a lot of times people look at, but they don't look at, like me having my children, and I took care of both of them their whole life, plus mine now. They don't ever tell that part. They'll just say he got 3 baby mamas or something, you know what I mean? And so we just have to show forth the fact that there are good fathers out here that look out for the kids.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh.
Yeah, so the thing is, I just, like I said, my thing is I definitely don't want to let the year go by without blessing you and showing you we love you, man, and appreciate everything that you brought for this culture, man. That was my biggest thing of getting you back over here. It's like, man, you don't never know. Like you said, you don't know what you're going to face when you walk out. You don't know what we got more time behind us than ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I just know that we got to do what's right when we have that moment.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's
so
right.
I'm going to seize that moment.
That's right.
So I wanted to, or we would love to give you this award from Boss Talk. I'm going to show it to you in just a minute, but I'm going to read it to you first.
Okay.
It says, "Thank you, Tracy Lynn Curry, a.k.a. D.O.C., in recognition of your contribution to the hip-hop industry, rapper, songwriter, and producer with NWA and Feel It Fresh crew, Grammy Lifetime Award recipient and platinum artist, being transparent not only with your journey in placing, it's really transparent right here, in placing God to the forefront of your life, but also in your documentary and fatherhood."
Amen. Amen.
Congratulations.
Great man.
Thank you so much, sister. Thank you, brother.
Man, I just, like I said, we gave out four awards this year, and I was like, I can't end the year without getting this award to D.O.C. So it was you and Faison and shoot, who else was it? Who else was it? Bun B.
And I think you did Sean Cotton. Sean Cotton.
And Sean Cotton say cheese, because
You can take it out and take it out and so you can look at it.
Well, you don't get them fingerprints in there. You know them, I know what it is. I ain't touched it. It ain't been out that box. That's for sure.
It is a beautiful gift, and I'm very grateful. Thank you very much.
Like I said, I definitely wanted to make sure to do that. That was my plan this year. And when I had you over the first time, we knew it, but I was like, I got to make sure I got to get him back. I got to get him back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm not going nowhere. I'm home, and I got a lot of things, God willing, in my bag that I'm about to do in this city.
Man.
For this city, for these kids, not just my kids, but the kids. Because it was written. It is my turn. This is my job. This is my city. This is my crown.
Man.
And let me do God's will out here.
Wow.
And
You've been doing it.
There's used to be a YMCA on Ledbetter. Used to be called Moreland YMCA.
Okay.
Now there's a group there called For Oak Cliff. It's community based, nonprofit. They do a lot of really good work, and I'm partnering with these guys to build own this 10 acres of land that YMCA used to be on. The Mavericks does a lot of work with these guys.
Okay.
And I'm working with these guys to build a physical school there.
Okay.
You know, and called the Dreams Experience Academy, where I use arts, entertainment, technology to give these kids STEAM accredited courses, 7 through 12, where you can, like an annex to your regular school. Come and get these courses over here. You get credit for the courses, or you can go on into college if you want to, or because of the things that I'm going to be showing you, some of the things that you're doing.
Yeah, technology.
Behind the camera, in front of the camera, gaming, coding,
that's
all the things that our kids do not get a chance to get. And with companies like Sony and Warner create avenues where these kids can get directly into the business with high-paying jobs.
That's it.
A lot of these businesses who market and promote to these kids create avenues that these kids can create those marketing tools on their own and be paid for it, creating an avenue that serves both the people that's trying to serve and the people that's trying to be served equally, and let these kids understand what real money is about, what real opportunity is about, because I understand that they want to be in this world that we created. It's lucrative and it's cool and it can make you a lot of money, it can give you prestige, but some of the ways that they are going about it, it's just going to leave them dead or in a bad spot. And so this school is meant for me to be able to bring Dre or Snoopy or Pharrell to have an A1, A and B room studio inside this place where they could work. They can show my kids what it look like, what it sound like. You know, we can get these kids that's really about it up in there and put some stuff. I mean, really create what Dallas has been asking for all this damn time. Create it for them. But you're going to have to come in with the right frame of mind, because the deaf music, that shit is dead to me. I don't have no time for it. I need folks that's trying to get in there and make it do what it do.
And how can these kids, kids once, like, are you going to do it where any kid can get into that school, or is only within a certain radius of where you live?
No, it'll be any child that's in the southern sector.
Okay.
That's where the Negroes live, you know, and are in school, you know, can come take a part of this thing, man.
Okay.
It's for you. You know, it's for you. It's meant for you.
Got it.
But you have to be able to exist by these 3 rules. That's no guns, no violence, no threats of violence. Because for me, the revolution ain't got nothing to do with white folks. Revolution is with us.
True.
The revolution is in the community, and it starts from the bottom up, not the top down.
Right.
I wouldn't give a fuck if they was white, black, brown, purple, or green. If they're at the top, that's where they at. They resting. You got to come down here in the mud, like the kids say, and start in the mud and build in the mud,
right?
So you can turn the mud into bricks, like the Israelites did. You understand me?
Yeah. Did you mentioned just the guns, man? Did you see where Erykah Badu went to school with Curtis King? That Black Arts Academy with what Jay Darnell, she been on this show. She got shot, and I don't know the details of it, but she was in stable condition last time I heard. But those things right there, sometimes, cause I know how her character is, I couldn't even see nothing like shocking. That ever happening with her, and it blew my mind that it happened, like it did. Like, what did you think when you first seen that happen?
I I don't think. I just don't. I'm just tired of it. I don't want to talk about death. I want to talk about life. When my young son act bad, I quit talking to him.
Wow.
I don't want to talk about bad. I want to talk about good. Give me some good, I'll give you some good back.
Wow.
Give me some bad, I'm not giving you nothing. I mean, because it's
horrible.
It's killing us.
It is.
You know, and so nobody's going to come save us. It's not going to happen. So it is incumbent upon us to save ourselves. It is incumbent upon us to save our community. You know,
that's
and there's enough brothers that's done went down and came back that'll tell you, that's ready to get out there and put some real work in. Now you have to create alliances within the system, but you can't hold the system responsible, because all they know is what their program. Their program is more police, more guns for them, for their side, and that's not a solution. That's more of a problem.
That's real. That's real.
And so you have to you have to build a bridge of communication. And one thing I'm good at is communication. I always have been. And I've been in the mud long enough when I talk to these boys, they see that I'm 1,000 with mine. I'm out here with you. You know, I don't want nothing from you. I want you to get it and have it. And truth be told, I don't give a damn how you get it.
That's real.
But it's what you're doing with it and the things you are doing around getting it that's destroying everything, you know? So get your money, man. But the killing got to go.
It got to stop. I guess I'll dive into the music a little bit. I couldn't have you on this show and not ask you about things that I forgot last time, right? One of the things I wanted to ask you was just like going in the studio the first time with Dr. Dre. Like, how was that?
Well, back then, bro.
And the studio wasn't a studio like I'm thinking, probably. It's like the house, right?
The first time I worked with Dre was in the studio in Dallas.
Oh, in Dallas, yeah.
Dr. Rock brought him down in, took us to a little thing. And, you know, it wasn't, we did the Feel It Fresh Crew songs, he did 4 songs. And it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But you could tell that there was a chemistry between us. Because he was really great with making music. And I was really great with them words, you know.
Yeah.
And that shit fit together. And you have to wait and see the movie, bro. Like,
the movie coming next year, right? I've been waiting. I'm looking in. I say, okay.
What month is coming out?
Summertime next year.
It's going big screen?
In theaters.
Okay.
In theaters.
That's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's a big deal, bro. And you know, God is good. I waited. I was patient. You know, they tried to take advantage of me, but I wasn't having it. I said, look, y'all done took enough. You can't have no more.
That's it.
You know, you're going to do right by this or it'll never come out. So they had to come to the table with it, and finally they did, and that's a good thing.
That's a huge thing, man. I want to ask you, like, I know there was a time when did you see Dre, and I go back to Dre, in the studio, I'm just thinking things that with DJ Quick, or I know you seen him with Daz, because that's his cousin, right? How was his chemistry?
Snoop's cousin.
That's Snoop's cousin. How was the chemistry with them working on beats and stuff together? Because I know you was there. You very observant.
Yeah, Dre is I've never seen Quick work with Dre.
Okay.
But Dre is the boss of all bosses. Like, these guys are great, but Dre is another level, and he commands more space, you know, in the mix. So they do what they do, and we all know. And then he do what he do, and then that's what that is, you know. But Quick is a hell of a fucking producer, and so is Daz. But Dre is just a different beast.
Yeah. He's something that's totally different. You know, when you look at the albums, the sound of the albums, you could tell Dre's. You know, when he brought something out.
I just left California a week ago.
Oh yeah,
getting Dre to sign off on that movie. And they was working on some Snoopy stuff. They said he wanted a couple more. And Dre's in his bag right now.
Yeah.
Man, you know, he sounds fantastic. Now, I can't see, it's so much I want to say, I can't say.
Yeah.
But man, it's going to be a great year for West Coast rap fans next year. They're getting a lot next year.
When you look at like Kendrick and the way that he kicked things off, you know, just this year, you know, it erupted a lot of things. It brought gang members and people together. I did all the journalism on that, man. Like, what did you think when you seen how everybody came together for his movement?
I loved it. I'm a Kendrick fan. You know, I'm a fan of great art. That's not to say that Drake is not a great artist.
Oh yeah, Drake.
Just a different kind of art.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's art is more, well, Drake's is too, kinda. But Kendrick is more where I'm at, where I'm from. Kendrick is the projects. Drake is the club, you know?
Yeah.
I used to go to the club, but I live in the projects.
That's real.
I got it.
You know? And when he talked that talk, man, it just made me believe, like the song said, we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know? We gonna figure this thing out. We gonna come together and figure out how to build together, how to grow together, cause we so powerful. We do so much. We have so much. We earn so much. There's nothing we can't do.
That's real. That's so real.
You know, the only thing standing in our way is us.
That's it.
If you just take self out of it, because a lot of people do so much for themselves and don't really try to do it for all of us.
That's right.
And that's the
but
biggest
they don't
problem.
have no direction. It's there are no Malcolm X's today. There are no Dr. Kings today, but there will be.
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be. That's the way God do it. I believe their time is coming.
That's it.
And we're gonna direct these young men to go get your money, but we're gonna develop a plan. See, because a lot of that stuff y'all doing is gonna be legal anyway in a minute.
That's right.
So let's develop a plan to go get this land, to put this money where our children are,
Cultivate.
and grow these things. Because it ain't gonna be no more what they call it up there in Oklahoma.
Oh, the
When they came and brought the folks out.
yeah.
Oh, that's in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. I know.
Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black
that's
Wall
what it
Street.
is.
Ain't gonna be no more Black Wall Street. We've had it. Ain't gonna be no more of them.
Nah, that's over with. That's over with.
You understand me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they got them So all you gotta do is build it, and it's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be all
But you
right.
gotta get your ego and your attitude and this desire to be Tony Montana out of your system.
Out of your system. That's
You know,
right.
It's enough for everybody. Go get your money. Go get your honey. Whatever it is
Everything
you feel like
you
you want to
need,
do, but you can do it with some decorum. You can
Yeah.
do it with some class.
And
you can do
dignity.
it with some dignity. You know, you ain't gotta be a damn fool.
No,
That's true.
no.
You know, you can just be cool.
But educate yourself on how to keep it.
That's right.
Because a lot of people get it and don't know how to keep it.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah, no, that's 100%
And I'm
true.
at fault. I make this money and give it right back to them folks. You know, and you make this money and you go buy these
Fresh gear, fresh cars,
$1
chains.
billion worth, $100 to $300, $400,000 worth of
jewelry.
plastic nuggets on your thing. 2-3 of you boys could have bought 100 acres
That's right.
10 miles up the street.
That's right.
That 100 acres would have made you $100 million.
That's right. That's right. That's
You
so
know what I
true.
mean? Now you done spent $1 million between the 3 or 4 of you to dress yourself up to make this other boy that ain't got nothing want to
Take your head off, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of coming together as black men
Come on
who
now.
are powerful. Folks is watching you. Your little boys is watching you. All the little neighborhood boys is watching. Show them how to be warriors, man.
That's real.
Take your thing back, because you can do it.
Man, I believe it, man.
But I always say that. But I always say it comes with, especially entertainment industry, because you gotta look the part. So they gotta buy all of this stuff to look the part to
That's
get
a
the
bunch of
viewers.
bullshit.
That's what they always say.
That's called propaganda.
That's so
They
what it is.
want you to do that, so they feed that to somebody that'll repeat that. But I'm here to tell you that's a bunch of bullshit.
Got it.
I've been around. Dr. Dre made $1 billion. That nigga wore t-shirts and
jeans.
and jeans
Yeah,
and the same damn what's them Nike Air Force One closet full of them motherfuckers he can't do. And nigga, you can't. You know what I mean? I wonder what you gonna wear today.
Hey, I gotta ask you, man. Like the first time meeting Eminem, these are things I didn't ask you. Like, how was it when you first seen him come on the scene? You know, and I know he got a lot of respect for you. Like, but how was it seeing him come on the scene as a white guy that's rapping, a kid that's rapping, and what did you think of him?
I'm a connoisseur of talent. I wouldn't give a damn where you from, what color you are, what gender you are. You know, I don't have anything against anybody. LGTB, LMNOP, I wouldn't give a damn what you was if you was dope, right? If you ain't dope and you leaning on this other shit, then that's some bullshit. Mm-hmm. Now, when I seen him, first time I heard him out, I was over at Dre's house, and he said, I got somebody I want you to hear. And he played a song by this kid called I Just Don't Give a Fuck. And I was like, wow, this dude, he sound like we did when we was young, because he's so out there with this shit that he got the nerve to say. But he dope. He said, well, let me show you what he look like. Show me his picture. I was like, hell no. Hell no. Like, wow, you did it again, bro. How is it that the Lord has blessed you again?
Yeah.
Because he keeps dropping nothing but the bomb in your lap.
Yeah.
You done went from Cube to me to Snoopy to him to 50. How do you just get blessed like that with the big ones, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and he was a humble kid, you know, good person. You know, I'm a character guy.
Yeah.
So I'm a talent guy. But if you're super talented and a piece of shit, then you know, fuck you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How did you like Stand when you heard it? That's
Stand
one of my
song.
favorite songs, yeah, by him.
Thought it was a great song.
Because the way it played, you know, the different people. He played two people in that
Back
song.
then, when he was making his music, it was hard to fuck with that dude, man, you know. And we've had some really great guys that are really talented MCs, and he's one of them. You can't take that from him. I wouldn't give a damn what you think about his background. He's gifted, and nobody could take that from him.
Wow. Man, like I said, I just know when I see him, I seen a little clip at, I don't know if that's going to be in the movie or what, where he asked you something on, I think it was a documentary, and I heard you say that he was like, he get nervous when he around you or something like that. I'm like,
That's
man,
what he said.
yeah, but man, him, man,
You
like,
know what I'm saying?
him got, I mean, how do you receive
sold
that,
20
right?
million records, man. I sold two. That's a big difference.
Yeah, but you
I
sold
think
too.
he's just a humble kid, you know. He know how to be respectful.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way, man.
It does.
He seemed to be a good father too.
Yeah, for sure. Hell of a father.
Him with his daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it take, man. I'm a sucker for that. Anytime I see, somebody take care of their kids, I think that's gangster. I always say that. You know what I mean? That's more gangster than anything you could do with me. All that other stuff I don't fear none of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But what I love and respect is when you take care of your family as a man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah.
You only got so many days. They numbered. You only got so many of them. And you're going to be gone.
That's so true.
I got something to ask about the music. So because I'm still learning a lot about this music industry stuff, okay? So say, okay, you're doing a song and you want me to do a feature on your song and you pay me to do a feature on your song. Do I also get percentages of your song?
I don't know. It depends on
the deal.
The deal.
Oh, so you don't have to give me percentages. I don't have to get nothing else.
I don't know. It depends on the deal.
Okay.
If I would say it depends on who the act is.
Okay.
If you're sort of lower on the totem pole, then you probably ain't gonna be able to ask for a whole lot.
Okay.
But if it's Jay-Z, you probably gonna give him whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly. Okay, I just didn't know if there was some rules to it, like if a feature, no matter who you are, this is what you're gonna always get. It's just mandatory or not.
I think they tried to tell me that when we was making the deal for the movie. They was like, "This is how it's done." I was like, "Bullshit. That's how y'all do it. That ain't how I do it.
That's right.
I do it like this."
But you did your research on the movie, on the stuff so you know what you could ask for, didn't you?
No.
Oh.
I went with my heart.
Okay.
This is what this shit is worth, and I'm not taking nothing less than that.
Talk to me about when you guys got brought the $75,000 piece. You didn't get brought it, but when those guys got that, and how did you feel because you was not recognized during that time for that?
You know what, man? If I'm being honest, that whole ride with them boys, it was a lot of that. And I understood, you know.
Yeah.
You're not in the group. So when we in the studio, we all in the studio. It's all. But when it's time to get some money, or it's time to take some pictures, or it's time to do some interview, you stand over there.
Wow.
You know.
Which is because you was from Dallas?
Maybe.
That would have to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because you was dope. You was right when it was time for you.
I was the dopest.
Yeah. You was the dopest.
And I told them niggas that shit every day.
Every day.
So
they
that
do
might have been part of it. That might have been part of it. Nah, I'm going to show you how dope you is, nigga. You stand up.
So I was Easy during those times. Was he the one? Because I seen him on a lot of interviews say this or that to when they was talking. I seen him kind of rough yell up a little bit, like, don't say that, move over here. He was like that.
Yeah. Eazy was he was a real one. That was his show. It was his money, and it was his thing, and that's what that was.
That's how he rolled.
He was lucky, bro. Blessed dude to have so much to fuck it off like that.
Yeah.
Like, so blessed.
But all y'all were young. But all of y'all were young at that time. So a lot of them, like, who didn't mess over their money at that time?
I'm not talking about money. I'm
talking about the relationship.
Yeah. You had Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, and D.O.C.
Yeah.
in your pocket.
And all of y'all left.
You had 3 guys that was going to go on to be Hall of Fame guys in your pocket. And you'd rather cheat them than grow with them. You know, same thing with you.
Yeah.
You had D.O.C., Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg in your pocket, and you'd rather cheat them than grow with them. You know, that to me says that you didn't really have faith in any of it, and how you could miss who Dre was is beyond me. How you could have that and fumble that is just beyond me.
But when you watch the movie, it made it seem like it was all Jerry Hiller, and it wasn't really Eazy. Like, Eazy was like oblivious to what was going on, like he didn't have no clue about.
I'm sure that's what they wrote that. Hey, you talking about Straight Outta Compton? Talking about that movie where I didn't say not one word in the movie. I did a whole lot of writing not to say nothing.
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure Jerry played his role, you know, but you don't have to tell a nigga that's greedy too many times you can have it all. And he meant, no, what about them? You know, no, he gonna be like, okay, I can have it all. Shit, give it all to me. You know?
Was you there that day when Ice Cube decided to get out of there? You was there. What was the energy like? I know it's a long time now, but how was it like? Everybody was like, damn, he gone.
Yeah, it was messed up.
It hurt, right? Because he walked away?
Well, see, this is right before my record came out.
Yeah.
So I was already, you know. You see, you have to know I'm that Texas boy. I'm on that all. Y'all had y'all chance. Now let me show you boys I had to go for real. Then drove off the goddamn cliff. But
yeah, you know, but still.
But you lost a lot when you lost Cube, man. You lost a lot. NWA was never the same after that.
That's what I was gonna ask, because that's what I feel, because he was always writing and doing all of that with them, like the chemistry.
It was a family.
He said that he was Kendrick before Kendrick.
Exactly.
I heard him say that.
Meaning, the subject matter and the topics was Cube's.
Exactly.
That energy was Cube's. That's in Kendrick. Now the cadence, that was Doc. but the energy, the revolution energy was Cube. And then when Cube left, that revolution energy left, NWA wasn't the same no more.
You remember, I don't know if you watch, I think I might have sent it to you, because I send you stuff sometime, when I interviewed AK, and AK talked about the fact of how he would do or die when he seen Cube, because he's a big Ice Cube fan, and he say he went out, you know, rapping that song on Grand Finale, and he was like, man, what made you go that hard? He would say, man, because I knew D.O.C. was on that thing. He's like,
if you slip, I'm gonna tear that ass up.
Yeah, and he say, man, and we talked about just the fact of how much you brought to the game, you know what I'm saying? And I think everywhere I go, man, everybody always show you that respect and love. You know, your run, of course, with what happened, it made things go a different way, but God still had a plan.
That's
and
right.
It still worked out because people still respect you on a whole nother level.
That's right.
And I think that's hard, man.
Man, you know what? I'm grateful to God for the path he gave me. I love being D.O.C. I wouldn't want to be none of them other niggas. You understand me? I might not got a chance to do it the way I saw it, but the way I did it was so cold, I only had to do it one time.
That's hard, man.
I got a question. So, were you there the night when the FBI or the police warned them not to sing that song no more? And they went up on stage and still sung it?
I was on stage.
You were on stage. So were you one of those that ran with them and
Goddamn right.
you got arrested too?
Goddamn right. You know, we didn't get, me and Dre, well, I don't even know where them other niggas went. But it was a van in the back. Me and Dre made it to the van. And I was like, what about the other niggas? Dre was like, fuck them. Let's go. And we left. In the van, we made it back to the hotel. Went upstairs to pack our shit and get to the bus. We was playing, because that's the second time we had done that. We had done it in Kansas City or St. Louis
and got away with it.
And got away. After the show, we ran to the bus, got on the bus, and and drove across the border. St. Louis got one of them borders, like it's right outside. So when you cross into the next little state, it's like, fuck y'all. But we made it back to the hotel and went upstairs and came back down. When the elevators opened, the police was in the motherfucker.
Damn.
So they still caught y'all. Wow.
Got us. They cold busted them.
Cold busted. But they put us in you know, the big hotels got the big banquet rooms. They just put us in the banquet room and sat us on the floor and talked shit to us for about 2-3 hours.
Really?
And let us go.
That's it. But everybody
They
else.
asked for autographs. before we left. And Cube was the only one who was like, fuck y'all.
Wow.
Cube was tough, man. I love some Cube, man. I know already he was the one. When it come down to, you and him writing, they compare y'all. Like, who was the hardest? I'll be like, man, that's a hard ball game.
Brother, man.
I know.
We really, and ran too. We helped each other be great, man, because it was a friendly competition, but it was a competition. We was after it.
Y'all knew.
We wasn't playing like, nah, we ain't trying to. Nah, nigga, I'm trying to tear your ass up tonight. And Cube made me go back to the lab a few times, because Cube is. That first line is a killer.
Yeah.
That first line will make you write your whole rap on.
And when you see him so talented where he can not only write songs, but he does movies and he writes it so well, like he's just an overall great writer in anything he used that pen for.
I'm going to tell you something about Cube. Far and beyond his gifts, he's just a good man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a good fucking man. Those are hard to come by, man.
That's it. That's it.
And if nothing else, I'm proud to be a friend to this man, because he's a good man, good father, was raised by a good family. And we stay in contact all the time.
Yeah, yeah. When you think about, like, say, the album, No One Can Do It Better, man, like, you was in a place where you basically, you penned that, y'all worked that, and you put this project out, man. And do you do anniversaries, like, when things, like 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, 30 year? And if not, why not? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not into it. And I learned this from Dre. That's yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm worried about tomorrow.
I get it, but it's still monumental, man. Just like I told Bun them about Riding Dirty, like, just that whole movement, that moment, man. TK Kirkland I talked to him. I said, nigga, I seen you in the video, nigga. How in the hell? I said, that was you, wasn't it? He said, yeah, that was me. I'm like, damn. I because I kept clipping
That's
it.
my guy.
I know it, but I didn't know he was in the video.
Yeah.
But he looked the same. I'm like, nigga, you 60.
He look young.
He looked the same. I seen him at the Essence Festival.
Still talking shit the
Still
same
talking
way.
crazy, man.
Same
I talked to him about 2 weeks ago, me and my partner on the phone. I was like, that was you,
That's
man.
a good dude, too.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Great dude, man. You got a lot of guys, man, that you came up with, man, including Tupac. You know what I mean? Tupac was one of those ones that you seen. When you seen him, you knew he was special. You knew he was gifted, just like him and the rest of them that you seen. What stuck out to you about Tupac?
Me and Tupac, we was all in water. Because we both was the guy, or trying to be the guy. And he didn't say shit to me when I was the guy. But when after my wreck, he went to talking shit all the time. And he was playing, but it wasn't playful to me. But him and MC Breed, God rest the dead.
That was your family, man. Y'all spent a lot of time together.
Yeah. And so we all in Atlanta, Pac and Scarface and Too Short and PMC. As a little clique, we all spent a lot of time down there. And so all those dudes, I got real fond memories of all those guys.
Yeah, yeah. How did you and Faison become so cool? I know he was Death Row too, but how did you... Breed?
Yeah.
That's how y'all linked up? Yeah. Give me the story. How was it when you first met Faison?
I met Faison, but he had a house out there, and whenever Breed would come out there, we would spend all our time kicking in that Faison house. And Faison is just a real dude.
Yeah, he is.
And he's a D.O.C. guy too.
Yeah, yeah.
And so most cats know that I'm just I'm really, after the wreck, I turned into a humble guy. Yeah. And I've been there. I wasn't there at first. But after that wreck will slow your ass down. But most dudes, they take to me because I'm a good dude.
Great dude. Great dude.
And they say it ain't no, I'm not in competition with you for nothing. I want to see you win. If it's a way I can help you win, I'm willing to do that. He seen how much I was giving to Breed. Bree didn't have no money to give me, but I was working for him and working with him because I loved him. I wanted him to win.
Did you? I'm about to say, as far as Suge Knight go, did you forgave Suge Knight and all the stuff y'all went through? You was able to come to grips with that?
Oh yeah.
When did you realize that you came to grips with that?
2020, I had a revelation, and I realized that it's a God thing, man.
That was when it all even with him.
All those guys played their role, man.
Yeah.
In this movie that God wrote, they had to do what they did in order for me to be who I am. Any wrong move on their part would have changed who I am today.
So have you haven't talked to Suge or nothing like that? I
did.
You did? How was that, if you don't mind sharing?
I know, it was cool. He's he's where he is and he's dealing with that situation. And I wish the best for everybody.
Wow.
I wish he'd gave me $1 million out that 500 million when he had it. But that's cool. I'm gonna go get my own 500.
That's right. But the thing is, just for you to say that, you know how many people that help people who going through times with people that they hadn't forgiven. That person that might be struggling to say, man, you did this to me, I ain't finna never let that go. And of course, you know what it does to you. It just carries on through your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's big, and that's why I asked you about it, because it is a thing where forgiveness is so key when it come down to past experiences with different people. And I know, I can see it all on you, so I know you forgave him. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, man, I ain't got no room in my experience these days for hate or resentment, or wanting bad or wishing bad. I'm tired of dead. I want some life.
I got one more thing I want to ask about that.
But writing the movie that whenever you did the movie, did God bring anything to your awareness to say something that you never thought about before about your past? Did it come to your recollection? You're like, you know what? I never thought about it in that way, but now I understand it.
Yeah, I mean that was it in a nutshell. He said that you didn't do it. I did it.
So that's when you wrote that movie. That's when you realized it.
It wasn't my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I can quit being angry even at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just an actor in this movie that he wrote. Mm-hmm. And goddamn it, I'm gonna give me an Academy Award. I'm Denzel. I'm the diggy Denzel of this movie.
As
Exactly.
far as I want to go back to the Suge Knight, the Harry O. Did you know Harry O when this first? Because you would have had to know him. How was it when you was dealing with Harry O and Suge, or did you deal with them both?
I only talked to O over the phone.
Yeah, of course, because he was locked up, right?
Yeah. But when I finally met him, he's a good dude.
You met him while he was incarcerated?
No.
You met him when he came home?
Yes.
Really? Wow, and he's a great dude. He seemed to be. I've been watching his interviews.
Dude.
I'm trying to get him on Boss Talk.
He's a smart dude, and he want what I want in the community.
That's hard. I love it.
And he's willing to work with me to go get it.
Wow. So you guys could see each working together to come up with something?
I can almost guarantee you we going to work together.
That's good.
Wow, that's big. That's huge.
I talk to O all the time.
That's huge. That's huge.
Because we need him.
Yeah, we definitely need him. When he come to Texas, let me know, because I'm bringing him on this show.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm connected with a few people but I got you now, so I ain't even got to worry about nothing else. I'm in there. Yeah.
Like swim well.
So before your wreck, were you an alcoholic?
Yes.
Okay. And so you stopped drinking after your wreck?
No.
So when did you
stop? For a long time. A lot of it. And not just drinking, man. I was trying to take any and everything I can get my hands on. The great state of Texas helped me see it's best to do better. Because they locked me up.
Man.
Yeah.
How many times?
Just one.
Just one. Only take one.
But one. But I started, hanging out in places and with people that could support my better choices. you know, and I realized that I am, you know, alcohol affects me differently than other folks. And so it's just better for me to leave it alone. And there's groups out there, folks that I can hang out with that understand that.
Right.
And I hang out with those folks, you know, and it keeps me clear-headed, keeps me focused. And then I got these two boys, man, and there's nothing that I would do to risk not being able to be at home with my sons.
Man.
Because that would be tantamount to suicide for me.
Right.
I don't know if I could handle that. I'd like to be killing up everybody in the damn place if you did.
No, that's
Because the reason
real.
why I asked that, not only because when I was watching Straight Outta Compton, I saw where Eazy called you alcoholic. That's where I got that question from. But there's so many people in the entertainment industry who alcoholic, drug abuse, all of that stuff, and because of the industry and it's like, I don't know, it's like you feel like you have to take it, sort of stuff like that. So I'm like, how can you not be that statistic?
Well, like I said, some folks can do it. Some folks can drink and their body don't crave it. Some folks can sit and do things and go home, you know. But some folks, when they take a drink, they just gonna drink till there ain't no more to drink. They gonna drink till they pass out, till they black out, till they turn it out. They gonna just keep on going. And that was me, you know. And I had to learn the hard way, you know. But like I said, God, everything has a purpose to it.
And there's a reason for everything.
There's a man named Bill who created this program called Alcoholics Anonymous. And God made Bill. Through Bill, he created this program. And so everything has a purpose to it. And so he used me and used this alcohol to bring me back to who I am. So I don't mind that label. I don't mind folks saying that, or I don't feel no kind of way about it. You know, it's what I use to make me remember who I was before I went out there.
You shouldn't feel a certain way because there's so many people out here who going through that same issue and don't know how to stop.
If nothing else, this movie is going to be able to show them what's possible.
Got it.
I mean, going back in the past, like when you was here before, when you worked with Feel Fresh crew and all them, going all the way back, you know, because I talked to different people in the city, you know what I mean? Like, I met this young cat named, he ain't young, by Mill Swan Beezy, and he was like, man, you know, I did this for, he was with the Yellow Bees and all them, and he was just talking about how, you know, he was the best producer. And the first thing I said, if you're the best, you supposed to see it now. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying, nobody can stop you from being the best. Where's the music, you know? Do anybody, like, when you look back at your past, like any of those old guys feel like, man, you know, you left them or you not here, with you leaving, you know what I mean?
Sure.
They didn't get the opportunity that they would have got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you deal with that? And how should the people that's coming up dealing with that now deal with that? The ones who feel like they've been left.
Well, bro, you have your path. You're not responsible for the next man's path. That's God's job.
That's
it's not
real.
your job. Your job is to walk your path.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
But I've heard that a 1,000 times, you know. Folks feel negatively about me because they think I left Dallas or I didn't represent Dallas, or, you know. But these niggas wasn't with me when I was out there. Wearing Dallas Cowboy shit every goddamn day, and little Texas necklace my mama bought me, and drinking old English and talking shit to these boys about Dallas, Texas. You know, but when the videos came out, they wanted to see that.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a chance. You know, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
It was over so fast. I didn't get a chance to bring it home. which was my intention.
Yeah, you could tell though, because they represent that Dallas Cowboy jersey to the fullest every time they show you on TV on some representation. And then it was who that told us that somebody took his cap? Oh, that was my boy KD. Say somebody took your cap. You know, I interviewed KD, the baby, the one with Ice Cube back in the day. And KD say somebody took your hat, and you was mad about that hat at one of them concerts.
Do you remember that situation?
Man,
You remember that?
one of them shows. No, you were young. You would remember that, but KD did because how mad you was about it. You know, shout out to KD, man.
Probably was on that all. Shout out to KD.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Yeah, man, shit, KD and King T and all them boys, DJ Pooh and well, all those boys in LA, they wrapped their arms around me when I got there. They made me feel like I was Ali, you know, and so I had to act like him, I guess, you know.
Have you ever thought about doing a voiceover for a movie, animated movie?
Yeah, they asked me to do that. They gave me this thing to read, but I sucked at it.
You did?
Because I'd never done it, and so I was trying to be cool with the shit like, don't do that thing over there.
You gotta,
I want to look like stupid.
Nobody's
but
gonna
nigga,
see
you're a cartoon
you.
now. Nobody knows you. But if they gave me one now, I'd be like,
I thought that would be dope with your voice, playing like a villain or something.
Somebody called me about a couple of days ago. Somebody called me about Raising Canaan.
Oh, really? Thinking about doing it?
Well, shit, if they offered to me, then I come and you see me on the Lakers thing.
That'd be
like I
dope.
can't do it.
Right.
Shit, I'd be out there raising Canaan like a motherfucker.
What did you think about 50 Cent when you first seen him when him was dealing with him? I gotta ask you about. I stay on that music tip.
You know what 50 to me is a character.
I love him.
You know,
I love messing with him.
Really an intelligent dude, not to be fucked with. One of the first times I met him, he had just finished a record, making this record. He came into the studio, he was playing the CD. So how long ago that was.
Yeah.
And I took the CD out and he said, "What you think about it?" I said, "Man, number 3 is banging." He snatched that motherfucker. I said, "Nigga, my whole shit is but damn, nigga."
Number 3, y'all.
But good dude. Him and Tony Yayo.
Yeah, shout out Tony Yayo, man.
And Yayo was really cool with me, very respectful to me. You know, most guys is like that, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not a thug dude. I don't even get out like that.
Yeah.
But those guys, they see me for what I am. They give it, and I give it.
Man, that's hard.
But yeah, I got a lot of love for 50.
Yeah.
Definitely trying to break into the power
acting.
universe.
Yes, the acting.
What do you think about what he doing down in Shreveport?
We're gone. Don't do that. Leave Dallas for me, though.
That's why he moved all the way to Houston and then jumped over Dallas and went to
Leave Dallas
Shreveport.
for me.
Man,
You want to do that up in here? Don't do it
With you.
with me.
Exactly.
Come on with it. But Daz, Daz tell a story about you throwing a record away, a gold record when you was leaving or something, and he got it out the trash or something.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Why?
Explain
Why would
that
you
to
throw
me.
it away?
Feelings hurt.
What record was
It was
that?
100 miles and running, wasn't it?
One of those records.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I threw a whole bunch of them away.
What was you mad
100
about?
miles an hour.
My life had fucked up.
Oh.
It was.
So
I
that's
fucked it
that's
up.
what. Okay.
I got gold records, but I got a house, but I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got
Right.
no career no more. I can't do nothing. Everybody else is doing stuff. You know, I just felt bad. And so that's when the drugs and the alcohol helped out.
Right.
Yeah.
Try to numb it.
But he found out later on that it didn't take it away. It didn't take it away. You had to wake up to that reality. You come right back to the same thing you left. You know what I mean? God, I'm telling you, man. Like I said, while he's shaping and molding you, you go through things, man. You get shaped and molded into a situation where you're at today, and look at us today.
Look at the clay now. Look at the clay now.
Man.
I'm going to name him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. Shout out to the Mavericks.
Oh, man. You think we're going?
Come on, man. Come on. We got Luka. Remember, first of all, Luka and Kyrie is probably the best backcourt in the game. Okay? Now you added this boy Clay. Okay? If he show up half what he was in Golden State, you can't stop, because we got nothing but dogs on the team.
Man.
They ain't got no scrubs on that team.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna ball.
Everybody.
The bench is deep. The bench is deep as my feet is long. And man, look at him. The Mavericks, I mess with the Mavericks so they let me come to the games and stuff. Oh man, I'm a true Maverick fan. I'm a Cowboy fan too, but I don't want to talk about them. Not right now.
Man, thank you so much for coming on the show.
I got one more question.
What you got for him?
So I heard that you were a vegan at one point. What made you? I know you said Erica, she introduced you into that. But what motivates you other than her to even say, okay, I'm going to try this?
That's all the motivation you need. She put that thing on me. She put that bag, lady.
Oh, man.
She put that bag on me.
You so
She gonna kill
silly.
you, man. But that's good stuff.
No, she's a good woman. And I knew that her
And you did it
goal
for
was
2 years.
was to help me.
And you did it
Yeah.
for 2 years. Why did you stop? How
I
did
was
it?
skinny as a beanpole because my grandmother said, let that shit go.
What your granny say?
God rest her, Madeira. My grandmother said, let that shit go.
Let it go.
But did it make you feel better though when you were eating right like that? Did you feel good?
I don't know. I felt good because I was carrying Erica Badu's bag. That's what I felt good about. You know,
So you'll never do it again?
vegan.
Yeah,
I would. It's so hard, man.
it is.
It's really hard. I'd like to do better. Now, Badu said she's got a perfect diet for my oldest son. She said that. I'm still waiting on it. You know, but I want to do better. I'm getting old.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'd like to do better for them. So because they just eat, they just want junk.
Yeah.
So all they want is junk.
So
And they're going to do what they
whatever.
see you do too. And when I think about meat, because they be injecting all this stuff. When you go to the grocery store to buy this meat, they're like this huge, all that stuff is going into your body and staying in your body and causing all these problems.
Let me go back to these young boys out there getting that money. If you got that, if you boys came together, put that $1 million on the table, went down there and got you them 100 acres, we can grow our own damn meat.
That's
We can grow our
right.
own
That's
damn
right.
ribs. We can grow our own greens. We can grow our own spinach too, if you understand what I'm talking about.
Yep.
No,
Come
that's
on,
real.
man. You boys need to work together.
They need to work together, man. Like I said, man, I commend you, man. You and your daughter's relationship. You talked about it earlier. Y'all going to Haiti. Y'all dealing with the school.
That was
man.
cool.
That was cool. How long did y'all stay over there? That's what
A week.
A week.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed just helping out. And what do you remember the most about it?
Yeah.
It remind me of the projects. It
Yeah.
remind me of West Dallas
Wow.
over there in Haiti because
Yeah.
ain't nobody got nothing.
Yeah,
Everybody happy because ain't nobody got shit.
that's real.
So what you got to be mad about, what you got to be jealous of, but ain't nobody got shit.
That's real.
If you getting some food, you happy. When you get some grub, you happy. You get some to drink, you happy. You get a Coca-Cola, you ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? And when the lights go off down there, when the sun go down, that's it.
That's it.
Ain't no lights. But they still moving around in the dark.
Candles
you
or
can,
something.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Just in the dark, you just hear them walking by and talking and shit. But you can't see your hand in front of your face. But somehow they can.
They born into it.
You know what I mean?
That's hard.
But it's a beautiful. Haiti is beautiful, man.
Was that your first time going?
Yeah. Haiti is beautiful, and it's so sad that the one side of the island, doesn't get along with the other side. Here we go with these black folks and these whatever they want to choose to call themselves, Dominicans or Latin or whatever you want to. You yellow niggas on this side. And you brown, blacker than this microphone niggas on this side.
And all it has to do with color too.
Yeah.
You notice it. It's color, and like I tell him all the time, I said, when I came here, I saw racism, but back home is more prejudice. I have money, you don't have money, so my nose is up in the air. You're not my class, so to say. Classism. Right, that's really what it is.
Racism.
Not racism, because we have black, white, Chinese, but you're all Jamaicans. We don't see color. Me growing up, I don't know about now, but growing up, he met a friend of mine that was growing up down the street from me, and she Asian, and when she came here, she was in Texas when I introduced him to her, and she's like, oh, I went to the DMV and asked me what race I am. And I'm like, I don't see Jamaican on here. They're like, no, let's put Asian. We're just not used to that.
Yeah, she Chinese but talk like a Jamaican. That messed me up.
That's crazy.
I said, her and her dude. I was like, what's going on with this?
Because you're born and raised there, you're gonna speak.
They talk totally Jamaican.
That seemed like that would be funny.
It's funny, but
it was hilarious to
I
him.
was laughing like hell because I ain't never seen them. I was like, man, and then we went to Jamaica and seen them as soon as we got to Jamaica.
But not everybody in Jamaica is black. We have all different races there, but they're Jamaicans. So it's the same thing.
But they poor as hell over there.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Certain places.
But that's the thing. Just like we talk about, Haiti and all these other countries, people say Jamaica is a third world country, and I'm sure that it probably is. But then when you go there, people are not hungry. We have mango trees. People climb the tree and get a mango.
Yeah.
You have almond tree. You have all this stuff around you, and people are neighborly. If you really need some food, somebody gonna give you some food.
Yeah.
Unless you just crazy on the street searching through rubbish or whatever to try to find something to eat, but you can always have food. And I was reading an article the other day, and it was an American woman. She said she moved to Jamaica because she wanted to live longer, because people in Jamaica don't be staying inside their house. They're always outside walking around doing stuff. It's not like you don't have a car. You have a car, but some people take the bus. People they're more active compared to here. People stay at home. People are getting lazy. People want to get everything delivered to them. Nobody wants to get up and move around anymore.
Yeah, my wife is like that. She's a Hawaiian lady, so she wants to go back there.
Yeah.
And live with these boys. And
would you go?
Not now. If I was to go anywhere, it wouldn't be until my mother leaves.
Right.
But until my mama go, I'm gonna be right here.
Man, and that's
how old is she?
My mama, she's 78.
Oh yeah, she chilling.
She my mama age.
Yeah, she chilling, man. I'm gonna get you off here. I want to. I just said Eazy-E when they tributed that street to him. I just remember that scene, like, and everybody came together. How was that?
I wasn't there.
You didn't go? Mm-hmm. Did they mention you?
I doubt it.
I don't know. I thought for sure you was, for some reason I wanted to put you there. Or maybe I just thought about you so much, the fact that they was all together. I'm like, is D.O.C. a part of this?
No, usually those guys don't,
I know his mother was up there. His mother was up there, and the kid and his sons. I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I often ask people about his kids. That's one of the first things I ask people. I ask BG Knockout, anybody I talk to, because they say they friends with Eazy. Do you talk to his kids? Did y'all ever do something in his remembrance for his kids to remember him? Because they was real young when he passed away. Yeah. So I know for a fact that would help them to see, the movement of all these friends, so-called, that use his name and say they did music with him. That helps them. I know it does.
Absolutely.
Because I had my godson, Michael, he was young when his dad passed away, my best friend. And I know just through some of the times we talked and some of the stuff I said, or some of the things his grandmother told him, and his mother, that carried him a long ways, man.
Yeah, man, I was happy that happened for Eric. He deserved it.
Yeah.
He did a lot.
He did.
He paved the way for a lot of boys to do some cold stuff and put Compton on the map.
He did.
And so he deserved that. He deserves a star on that Walk of Fame like the
damn, so didn't Cube didn't he get
Cube
one?
Cube got one. Snoop and Dre
got one. Eazy don't have one?
Not yet.
Not yet.
What? Do Hammer got one?
I'm not sure.
I don't think Hammer
There's
got
so
one.
many talented people out here that they're gonna run out of spaces to put them stars.
He certainly deserves one.
What do you know about MC Hammer? I hear so many stories about MC Hammer. Did you ever deal with him when you was back in your NWA days?
Yeah, he was on the road. We was on the road together.
How was Hammer? Because I was heard he
Hammer's a
wasn't to
cool
be
dude.
played with. Everybody talk about he danced, but he wasn't nobody to play with.
That's what we keep
I
hearing.
didn't play with cats
Anyway,
so-
you know what I'm saying? But he got this thing. I've heard so many stories just that, man, Hammer was, man, he wasn't, they wasn't, them Oakland boys different.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it's because of the demographics, you don't know what to expect from one that might not be from the area you from.
Well, them California boys is raised for war.
All of them?
Most of them.
I said all of them?
Most of them.
Most
Doesn't
of
matter
them.
if you're in Northern California or Southern California.
It's always
It goes down.
Did you ever get checked when you went up there?
Checked?
Like the first
Checked.
time, I'm talking like the first times when you went up there and you wasn't like very familiar with LA culture or California culture. Did you back then?
You didn't have no problems. That's what she asking you.
I never had problems because I was insulated.
Okay.
I was just around those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I never went outside that circle. And most of the time I went somewhere was with Dre, who was always ready to squab. Like,
Always.
man, he stay ready. You know.
I'm going to get you out of here. This is the last and final question.
Go ahead.
Lonzo's house. He still have that house. Did you ever go over there and record and stuff? And how was
the
that?
fresh crew at that house.
And you remember you asked this the question you was asking, was he really against the R&B, the music, the rap music like
music.
that? He say he wasn't really. When we talked to him, he say he wasn't that harsh. But I say you been like
wanted y'all
that.
to
'Cause
do
I was a
the
nigga that
R&B.
loved R&B, so I know I had to mix both of them. It wasn't no you just finna take R&B. When we first, you niggas had us rap. No, don't think, nigga. I was slow dancing and everything, so there ain't no way in hell you were finna just take.
Bro, they don't slow dance no more.
No, they don't do nothing no more. I'm like, how could they miss that? They missing out, bro.
I was talking about we was talking about the documentaries coming out. But I was talking to these folks about the series, right?
Okay.
They asked me how I was going to start. I said, it starts when it come on, there's a song called, by a group called Switch.
Only You Can Make Me Happy.
There'll never be.
There'll never be.
Right.
Oh, yeah. There'll never be. That's a bad song, boy.
So-
hey, you got you something right there.
So
Yeah.
when it come on, that song was playing, and it opened up on a skating ring. You go inside the skating ring.
Yeah.
It's kids on the floor. They slow dancing to the
Man,
skating
that's
ring.
different.
It's this tall, skinny nigga with an LL Cool J hat on, looking goofy in the motherfucker in the corner with his hands folded. And the girl tried to talk to him. He don't want no parts of it. And his friend's good. The girl asked the other dude, "What's wrong with your friend?" He said, "Oh, he just like that." But that's D.O.C.
I know what it was.
But to see the kids slow dancing,
It's different.
you'll know it's a different time.
Yeah, buddy. You'll know it's a different time because we used to do that. I dragged that old leg, man. I had a whole game. Man, you don't even want, you got me excited. You know that?
But that's a true story, man. I didn't want no parts of
You
it.
didn't jump out there?
Number
Never?
one, I couldn't dance. Could not dance, so I didn't want no parts of it. And I didn't know nothing about girls back then either. So I didn't want no parts of that either.
Man, but you was in L.A., man. You had to go up to L.A. Listen, man, you seen
Well,
a
I
whole
got
bunch of
stories- I got
stuff.
stories about that too.
Oh,
man.
you seen the
I
stuff.
can't tell you these stories. You go out there, you gotta act different, cause if you don't, you ain't gonna be able to live it down. So even if I don't know, I'm just going to dive in.
You'll never live it down. Thank you, man. Say, man, thank you so much for coming on Boss Talk
So when is the
101.
series coming out? Because you tell
No,
us
it's a
when the
movie.
You doing a series other than a movie,
He
or you
just
just doing a
talked about
movie?
it.
Yeah, they just talking about it.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
I'm ready for the movie. I ain't really worried about nothing. He done talked to me 2 or 3 times about me getting the documentary, the movie. I'm ready.
It's coming.
And I'll be there watching it too. And I want to make sure you let me know where the premiere and all that. I don't care if it's in
You
LA.
gonna do a premiere
if it's
here?
in LA
Oh, yeah.
or if it's here, wherever it's at, I'm going.
No, this is about Dallas.
Oh, it's going
Yes.
down.
They've been asking for it. You finna get it.
You finna get it.
You finna get that.
Man, that worked.
Yes, sir.
Man, thank you so much. We love you, D.O.C. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
And we out.